Hello, everybody. Hello. How are we today? I'm not talking to you, little boy. I got a kitty boy on my lap. He's purring very loud. He's just having a good little time. But yeah, how are we feeling today on this fine Wednesday, my dudes? It does not feel like a Wednesday. I was hoping it was, like a, Friday. Obviously, I'm always hoping it's Friday. But then if it was always Friday, then it would never be the weekend. Anyway, hello. How are we doing? I am cold. My house is very cold because I refuse to turn on the heat because it just got cold a couple days ago. And when you're from Missouri, you know, the weather changes pretty quickly. And it's a whole mess. And so I don't want to like commit to heat. Let's actually see what the weather is right now. It's 57 right now. So that means my house is probably a little cooler. But yeah, so like later this week it's supposed to get back up to almost 80. So like it's cold today. It's supposed to be a low of 37 tonight, and that's going to be ass. But if I turn on the AC, no, not the AC, the heat, I have to turn it off again in tomorrow, you know? So I'm a little chilly, and that's fine. So we got, we're wearing a long sleeve. We got our beanie on. We've got a cat on our lap. Yeah, he's not helping much. And I got a big old fuzzy blanket on my lap. Don't eat. Oh, okay. He's got to eat my strings. See if I can get him up here. There he is. Look at them teeths. What them teeths doing? Are you done? He was flashing them little teeths. So yeah, so today is not Thursday. Oh my god. It's Wednesday, and I just said that so many times. But so we were gonna play Death's Door, but I've decided to switch it up because I forgot we had the Dead by Daylight dating sim. I've had it since it came out. I bought it almost immediately because haha funny, you know. And I love Dead by Daylight. That's, you know, not the joke. But the idea that they made a dating sim out of a horror game is honestly genius. Like they should do that more often because there's some thirsty bitches out there. And I think it's great. And it's supposed to be really funny. So I was like, let's play a dating sim today because I am very cold and I don't want to do much. It's fair, isn't it, boy? He's debating on getting my strings again. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so we're gonna play the Hooked on You dating sim. I don't know how this is gonna play out. I don't know if it's like a choose your own, like you do actually pick who you end up kind of thing and what that means for us. I also don't like the moral, you know, line of trying to woo actual murderers is interesting, but they're fictional, so it's okay. So I'm excited to get into this because it's such a silly concept. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be great. Balstar's here judging me, aren't ya? Yes. Such a means. So let's do our stream checklist before I forget. Imagine if I forgot the thing that helps me not forget things. Except I did forget to open it up ahead of time because I am everywhere today. I worked 10.5 hours today. I didn't have to. I just kind of did that. Because if I earn up time, I can like leave on Friday and I can get overtime this week. So I'm trying to get some of that. Trying to get some of that extra monies. Ooh, hiccups. Sorry. Here we are. Our stream checklist, because I'm an idiot. Let's go through this real quick. Just real fast. All right. Did I pick a game? And yes, I did put on OBS. Absolutely, I did that right before we started. Did I test the game? No. It's open, it's running, it should be fine. It's not a very complicated game. Is the game audio unmuted? No. I will unmute it though. Remind me. It's not unmuted. Am I unmuted? God, I hope so. Yeah, I'm unmuted. I hate when that happens. I have like a whole fun spiel and I'm feeling great and then it's like, you've been muted for half an hour. Yes, I'm unmuted. Stream captions are going. Like that like deadpan stare of me like checking the tab. Yeah, that's where I'm at today. Music is picked out and playing. We're just doing top hits. That's what we're listening to right now. The camera's good. It's alright. What's up? How you doing? Do I have water? I do have water. I didn't have time to make coffee. I was going to, because it's, again, freezing in my house. But I got like a delivery right before, and then I was like, ah, I gotta pee, and it was no time for coffee. So we have to drink regular water. It's fine. It's totally fine. Balser, I need my hand back. Thank you. You're just licking my fingers. Yes, I have water. Headphones are connected because I'm jamming. The background is the background. We're just gonna say yeah. We're gonna say it's great. Do I know what date it is? Yeah, we've talked about it. It's Wednesday, the 16th. My friend's anniversary, so happy anniversary to them. Their first anniversary of the marriage. Okay, so our checklist is good. Very good. So close that out. Sorry, I'm vibing. But yeah, so we're gonna get into this. You didn't miss anything on Tuesday. That's the day I take off. I had tacos. We literally had Taco Tuesday. I didn't even make that connection. And then today we had fish sticks and mac and cheese for dinner. I'm an adult, and I utilize that very well. I eat, you know, I don't eat what I want all the time, because I probably eat pizza way more often than I do. But I am trying to be a little better. Fish sticks actually aren't that bad for you, technically, calorie-wise. Fish is actually pretty good for you. I don't like fish. Despite the fact that I just said we had fish sticks for dinner. But cod is like the most chickeny fish. So I don't think that really counts. It's whatever. Don't eat my hair. You thought about it. I saw you. He's like all cuddled up. He gets really snuggly when he's cold, and I love that, honestly. Okay. All right, we ready to hop into this monstrosity of a game? I am so excited. And as the title suggests, I am looking for the muscle mommy. She's great. And so here I'm kind of in the way of the slideshow, but ooh, oh, there she is. there's our muscle mommy, the huntress. And oh, I'll just move myself. There's Trapper. So these are our options for the game. This is the Spirit. She's a little disjointed. The art is really cool. Her art is really cool. And the Wraith, which I think he looks better here than he does in the game. In the main game, honestly. Okay. So we're gonna pause our music. Okay, there goes the cat. Goodbye. I'm a little sad about that, honestly. Because I did joke that he wasn't helping me with the warmth thing, but he was. And you know, it's a little extra warmth. My fingies are cold. Okay, so let's start a new game. Oh, you gotta unmute. You're right. And it's very much like tropical vibes. Because we're on an island and we're wooing killers. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I don't know if it's quiet because my beanie's in the way. No, it is just quiet. Okay. Usually these games are like so loud. I know it's silly to wear a beanie and then put the headphones like over the beanie, but then my ears would get cold if I didn't, so. All right, let's see what we can see. New file, yes. What shall, I mean, obviously we gotta go with Dino, right? Dino, please. 'Tis my name. I'm excited for this. I don't have a preference right now. Obviously, I mean, Muscle Mommy's the funny one, but that's us coughing, sorry. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Good God. Water falls through your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. That would be terrifying, honestly. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? You may continue. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Is this the entity speaking to us? I feel like this is the entity. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Oh, it's the ocean. Sorry. Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry, Dino, may I continue? No. Please. Please go on. That's me. Okay, then. As I was... As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ugh! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. And what will you do? I don't know if I want to dig up the face. I think I'm gonna run. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run, but the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. I don't know what this voice is turning into, but whatever. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you, your footsteps erased by soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you've got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that sure was weird. That sure was weird. That was sure weird. There we go. Oh my god. That was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Is it another head? Oh, bloody volleyball. What? Stop. Well, stop. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. God damn! There she is in all her glory. We find Muscle Mommy first. Oh, and Wraith. Alright, alright. With the perpetual breeze? Oh, she's so cute. Look at the little spirit. And ginormous trapper there. Good God. This is so wild. Otome games are great. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. What are these captions? I'm loving this. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look at down that ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What will you do? Man, Red is missing a stream today. So I can either toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, or say nothing, do nothing. I'd probably just toss it back, because, like, you don't want to be on their bad side, right? And I'm not gonna kick it. I'm not a psycho. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Damn! Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. My voice is just wherever. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. They just left me? Alright. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Gotta love a killer that doesn't stab you, am I right? Like... Don't be scared, Dino. You were made for this. Ocean, stop talking to me. I think you're scarier right now. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Thanks, voice. Let's go date some hot killers. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. All right, asshole. And I guess you're also a nimwit. This is really funny. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Fair. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Oh. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? I don't know, I'm giving him like a surfer bro kind of vibe. That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Why does he look like that? Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? Can you not? I just got here. You know you can't. Why is he posing like that? At least not yet. I can't with this game already. Hey, Dino, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Okay, alright. This is a timed quiz, and it'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. This voice is not helpful. How attractive would you say you are? Why am I judging that? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. Depressing. I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk. Or a grizzly bear. Those are exactly the same animal. I don't know what you're saying. You could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight, for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Math. It's not. English was my best one, but it's better than history. Math is better than history for me. Ugh. But I didn't skip class, so. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. Yes. What's your favorite animal? Dog. I am a liar because English wasn't an answer. Red. I'm distracted by the rippling pectorals and thick thighs, all right? There's a lot going on. Dog? I don't know why I said that with a question mark. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Is she gonna put a mask on me? Yeah, I chose math because history was the other option and skipping class was the last one. Calm down. I passed math. I passed. Okay. And college math, so history was rough. Okay, we don't need to talk about that right now. What's your favorite color? Blue! I didn't see what that third option was. I saw blue, blood red, and something day-old something. I panicked, so I don't know if I want to know what it said. Blue isn't good for productivity. It makes people want to be lazy. What? What's your dream job? Not working at all. Hell yeah, dude. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectation to climb the ladder. Uh-huh. Or only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. Why call me out like that? Best flavor of ice cream. Horse flesh! Oh, I'm glad I read that one. But out of the I actually probably should have picked vanilla because you can dress it up however you want. But chocolate's yummy. My favorite flavor is pain. All right, calm down. Same here. And the Wraith is just, I don't know what's happening with him. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream. Am I right? I actually do agree with mint chocolate chip is really good. Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? The best flavor is mint chip. Because I agree with it. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Damn. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Fair. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Damn. They definitely banged. Like Wraith and Trapper, right? Like, you spend all eternity together? Come on, something happened there. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Yeah, that is what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. I mean, there's Muscle Mummy right there, like, come on. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. Why just shit? I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Duh. Whatever, fog body. Okay, he's an asshole, but I kind of dig him. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. They definitely banged. There's some X vibes going on right there. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. Yeah, I think everyone's all hooked up at least once. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Good God. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. Yeah. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Where do we want to go? Oh God. Our first big decision. I mean, like Muscle Mommy, right? Like, we want to play volleyball with the big scary lady who could crush us with her thighs. Right? Where else would we even go? I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Yay, I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too. I like you already. Her backstory is like she would just kidnap little girls and try and take care of them, but didn't know how, so they would starve to death. Yeah. It was her story is actually really sad. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Her, like, adorable threat is, like, Hold on. Oh, these are the survivors from the game. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Of course they are. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Why is Dwight's shorts so small? We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least we can do is the least you can do is to allow us to do our job. Oh my god. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right. That. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. What I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I still feel like we should play volleyball. We already promised her we were gonna play volleyball, so. Wow, it's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Traptor is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of person wants to be sitting duck in the middle of an open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. From an elk? Also, she's Russian, but I cannot do a Russian accent. We're not even gonna try. So, sorry about it. Wondered how long it would take her for her to bring up an elk attack. Game starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. They live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim. Believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. Hello, Bulba, you're just in time. We're romancing a muscle mommy. It's the supermoon tonight? Oh, okay, yeah, I don't keep track of moon. I don't know why I said it like that. Yay, muscle mother. This game is really funny so far, by the way. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Fix my mommy issues. Well, she'll definitely crush you to death. That's kind of like a fix, right? Hey, fancy lemonade? I see you working up a thirst eyeing those bouncing buns playing volleyball. Claudette. Damn. Claudette hands you your lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win, Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them. Or not talking about them, if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh. Okay, I think, I mean, we're going for Huntress. She's definitely gonna win. Like, Huntress? Oh shoot, Huntress overheard you. Aw, you've got your eye on me? I'm flattered that you think I'm good, but honestly, I'm a little annoyed that I've been so flashy with my moves. Usually I'm so sneaky that you can barely see me at all. Huntress is totally kicking my butt. Correct answer. I'm allowed to support the other people on this island, right? Oh geez, I have no idea what the rules are here. Are there even rules? I should have stayed in my secret Larry. My secret Larry. Wow, what a game. It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports amid their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing. I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh, look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually in between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem. Carpe PM. Carpe nauem. Go ahead. Chat one of them up. So which killer has caught your eye? Give me the muscle, mommy. You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? This is so ridiculous. You have no idea. But you missed the entire introduction. It's a whole thing. There's a voice in our head talking to us, and also the ocean talks to us. It's a mess. Whose moves? My moves? These moves? They're nothing. I love her. Huntress blushes a bit from beneath her mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past some bloodstains. A lot of men have run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about what the human body is capable of in those types of scenarios. I love to exercise. In a way, we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. You know, actually, she's got a point there. I guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who is coming for you through the brush, as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain old boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters. Survival, on the other hand? You're going to need to compensate for your lack of a killer instinct. What's your style? Imagination, for sure. When I lack in fitness, I try to make up for in imagination. I like to make up little games for myself to play. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine the two of us panting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff's rock wall as we climb. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew, shimmering in moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves awaits us there. Friends? Enemies? Dinner? We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we howl, "Hoo!" It sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Oh my god, I love her. Ah! Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us. We crave action. We crave excitement. We crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the hunter's instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court, Dino. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you. She's handing it to you. Don't worry. I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Cool. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I think I get it. Okay. Okay. Ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? No, we'll wing it. Ready. Away we go. Show them what you got. Oh. Perfect. Yay. Perfect again. Oh god, it's getting faster. Ooh, that was a little out of it. Dang it! Ah, you missed completely. I'm impressed. A worthy opponent. Hey, listen, all the huntresses miss a little bit, okay? There's nothing more than this game. That's just a mini game. I like that achievement. I mean, it could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am, and you got 8 points. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere, a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! You heard him. Get to the next activity! Dwight says, oh, she yelled. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I was like, we haven't seen Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Does he have a squeaky bat? What is happening? Hey there, you're looking good, Dino. Real good. He does have a squishy bat. What the? He's giving me the ick. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. You know, I was joking about that in my head earlier, and I was like, but they made the joke too. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We really hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Enough. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Dino, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Damn. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Because they are. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. I mean, the hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. She's growing on me. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. He looks just like so depressed about it. Hey, Dino, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Not Felix! Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Tetanus is no joke. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigame consists of 2 parts. Okay, there's the... Okay. We're still doing the same minigame, it looks like. Yes. To achieve a perfect success. No, we got this. Ready. Yeah. We're definitely carving up regular meat, not a human. Dang it. Not bad. Oh. Yay! That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Dino. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about it in the afterlife. She don't be shitting. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at the seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Dino. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... But the seagull! Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that, or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten. You can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. I don't know how I can unban that one, because you just used a lot of dots. Bulba, the Nightbot hates you. It's been proven multiple times. You just had too many dots in your sentence. He said the seagull. And Nightbot said no seagull. Shh, I'm reading. At least being ridiculous. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. All right, Ocean. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you are. To where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it up to this Ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. Early girl. I gotta take a water. I've been reading a lot. Oh. You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Yeah, she's got a terrible track record for reals. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms. Not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful. I was just gonna narrate that fact, not, you know, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Don't call me out like that. She's pretty, okay? All right? Beautiful. Mask! You're a bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice save, me. Nice recovery. But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flicking across her eyes, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Not human jerky. I'll be polite. I'll accept. When on Murder's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can chow down on jerky sensually, right? What? Why are we doing it sensually? Excuse me? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Dino. Hey, I know what I want. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Dino. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Aw. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? This could go either way. She might appreciate the help or be really pissed off that we think that she can't do it. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it back into an attractive swoop. Oh, much better. Huntress is so happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Aww. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary, and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. That's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. There we go. Go, 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 go! They're strict to their itinerary. Oh, I dropped stuff. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but storytime is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How'll we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. This is sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. That's names. Boss and Must are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Dino, what do you think? Who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please, pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Obviously, we gotta go with Huntress. I choose you, Huntress! I'm a dork. Whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Hunter steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There is a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dared step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separated safety from the unknown. Grown men that ventured in often would never return, and the sounds that echoed out into the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told a story to the young children, hoping that would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of the village. Bad time for a burp. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of her humanity. It lulls all who hear into her domain, and no precocious child nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. Those who've seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with the blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down brutally on the skull of many an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare doesn't end there. For what's a hungry beast to do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girls she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring them back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affix them to the wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. The huntress would even bring the girls presents, toys she'd pilfered from other bodies, masks she'd fashioned out of things from the cottage, and little dolls made of grass and twigs. But these toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see a tear creep down from underneath Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you've ever heard fills the air. I'm not going to sing this, I'm sorry. Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old gray wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. Definitely don't make a joke. I think she would snap my neck. I'm gonna attempt to sing with her, because she seems to like that. He'll snatch you up between his teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree. Huntress can't believe you know the song. You share an intimate glance across the campfire. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little woolly sheep, tucked so tightly you must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends and you are both met with silence around the campfire. I love that song. Bayu Bayashka. The old Soviet lullaby, right? Yeah, she's Russian. I'm just don't give her a Russian accent because I would ruin it. It is the song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. But now I must go. The memories, they are too much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? I do mind. Actually, he doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Absolutely fucking not. Hard pass, my guy. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you liked my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of a burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat barbecue than smell like it. Let's rinse off all that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Yes, ma'am! Dipping in hot tubs with a huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I am not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. I already forgot the little talk. Too busy focusing on the hot tub. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half woman, half beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. No way! How cool! Play dumb, yes. Absolutely. That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Oh. Huntress faux shyly twirls her hair. She's like, tell the truth. What'd you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a best-selling author such as the comedic mastermind Dostoevsky? It was a really well-told narrative. Clear beginning, middle, and end. Riveted from the start. Plus the woman in the forest, I mean you, are clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Which I do agree with, she just went a little insane. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. Huntress's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. Call out her tired storytelling? Again, she could snap my neck. What the fuck? You chuckle awkwardly at the Huntress's statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. You know, yeah. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly, despite your steamy company. It's a little chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire and put me to bed, eh? Eh? We hate to intrude on whatever smooth moves that we're about to unveil themselves, but it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, even I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Dino? Only if I don't see you first. God, I'm such a dork. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. God. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow you shoot in her teeth and then bites down hard, snapping it in half. At least you'd think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. She's flirting, my guy. Chill. Good night, my little snack. All right. I'm sure that wasn't a reference to actually eating you. You never know. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Huntress's story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children, an attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you a mistaken prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that, lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket, and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob off their beauty sleep. Hey, minigame, minigame, minigame. Oops. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I skipped a step. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you wanted to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Repeat it because I was an idiot. Top a pointer, which was okay. Okay. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. This is the part I missed because I thought I knew everything. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Okay. So we do know. Okay. Ready? As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Let's see what's on this station. Let's find another one. No matter how many times you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side? Why do they even ask me? Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. If a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not coating the blade of my hatchet in it to ease the passing of my victims, I'm steeping it in a piping hot mug of water. Try it. Yo, you do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss the ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying. I'm out here, you know. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Ah! Yee! Oh boy. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake! I saw you at the Huntress right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Trapper is a jump scare. Look at him. It's a big man's. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Fair, my guy. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing a stink lines rating out from me, are you? I also don't take rejection well. Yeah, no, that's, again, fair. Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Why is he biting people's hands? Yeah, he's very prominent. Stop looking. Bulba, gross. Disgusting. He's just very jacked in all places, I guess. This pose is my favorite. It kills me. Put it away! Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier? Or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe. You dripped off to sleep. Again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Not threatening at all. Wait a second. Or are we? This isn't... Oh, geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. I think today really went well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay, attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And Trapper, oof. Where do we even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm fine as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. I have daddy issues too, Trevor. Stop putting so many dots. You actually didn't get banned. I don't know why I didn't yell at you that time. I don't know. Don't get banned. This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again. I'm not really sure how to feel about Dino. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate, so it's probably good for Dino if they just keep ignoring me. Oh no, he's one of those everyone leaves me in the end boys. Oh no. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan. Or for me. Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. Spirit, you survived your first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is... The achievements are really funny too. This is going really good, guys. You open... Oh, trial run. You're really getting the hang of it now. Or so you think. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. And you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Ugh. No. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Dino. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Or yes, I'm not suspicious. There's a no option. I'm gonna say yes, it's been really entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Oh. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Yes. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Dino, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Yes. Yes. Hey, Dino, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast! The ocean is so chatty. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... Lard up? What? So much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magical powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. No, we weren't. Trapper. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. I feel a stirring inside my animal heart, something I've never felt before. It's almost like the feeling right before I go in for the kill, but softer, warmer. Sounds like it could be love, or maybe just indigestion from all that raw beef she had last night. Ah well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again, but because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self, and I thank for you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith! I'm glad the introduction of Dino to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking a question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? Got him. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Or, sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but, so be it. Yeah, I wanted a pancake. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes for ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. Smith, she's just going off. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Dino. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cramagy. I hate that. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah! You're headed to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date. With you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's, hey babe. Oh my god. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they feel. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately, a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic, bring your swimming suit, a pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing together. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet which you can have everything you ever wanted? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. So Trapper literally threatened us last night. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? So unfortunately, as much as I would love to go with our muscle mommy, Trapper literally threatened us. You know, hovered over us while we slept and was like, I will fucking kill you if you don't spend time with me. So let's hang out with Trapper. Big dumb idiot. And she's gonna be pissed. I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. I'm gonna regret this. Gruesome twosome. What is going on in that weird little head of yours? No, actually, I don't. I think it's for dating two people. Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave. The only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome. Please, make yourself at home. But not really. This is my home and don't you forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water. Far away. Do you understand? I'm gonna assume it's a trap. Because it's a literal trap and I'll die? Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly though, stay away from that cave entrance. And don't ask me why. You got it? I'm just gonna go with I understand. I understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at exactly this moment, Trickster shows up. God damn it, Trickster, go away. My guy. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Why are you here? Oh, wrong voice. Oh god, that was the wrong voice. Why are you here? And I don't just meet in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea why we're all here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. So what do you say, Dino? You want to find love with me? Absolutely not. Tell him no. I'm just telling him no. I'm not interested, Trickster. I demand that you leave this cave immediately. Why? He's a phony. He hasn't proved his worth. You're loyal to Trapper. Ooh, that's actually a tough one. Like, I'm tempted to call him a phony, but he might actually stab me. So I'm gonna go with your Emily to Trapper. I chose Trapper for a reason. And that reason is... it's... quick, think. You've got some decent options. The muscles, obviously. His mogul status, his can-do attitude. And by can-do, I mean can do several unspeakable acts of horror in a row without losing his breath. All good reasons. It's none of your damn business. Trickster, since you've probably never experienced it before, that's what loyalty sounds like. Please, do you have any idea what I've put my agent, lawyer, and personal stylist through? And you've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you want to know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping out the back of the cave as quickly and as silently as he arrived. Hey, look at that. Conflict resolution without getting anyone slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Trapper's happy. At least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? I'm gonna remain perfectly still because this whole place is goddamn booby-trapped. You know for sure it's booby-trapped. You remain perfectly still, standing alone in this dimly lit cave. Some life you've made for yourself. It's amazing, though, you can stand it all without a backbone, you big baby. I'm sorry. All this time with Trapper has me talking like him. Trapper's back, and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Non-0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle I'm missing from the pool shed. Well, do you want something to take the edge off like a skull jammed onto a spike? Ooh. I have no idea if that's moonshine, a deadly poison, or moonshine so strong it might accidentally be a deadly poison, so no. I was trying to be polite, not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. At least he's honest, I guess. Trapper begins to chug the mystery drink, but before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us. Again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement. There's simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach, though. Which is obviously a very natural and normal thing to have happen right now at the exact moment. We need to get you back to the group. Their story checks out. You and a frustrated Trapper leave his cave. Checks out for sure. Sorry, we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the added drama. Oh damn, was this a setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for Dino. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Trapper can, only an equal amount of hate, but I can offer you two things he can't. The first is fun. He's a miserable SOB, even here in paradise. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. You'd be having way more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't, a family. Are we gonna raise murder babies together? I want lots of kids, actually. I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me, now that I think about it. Anyhow, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed in out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me? I mean, I don't want kids, but I don't want to be with Trapper. I don't think that'd be a good time. She is a lot of fun. He's kind of a butthead. I absolutely want kids. That's important to me. Is she right, Trapper? You don't want to start a family? Damn right I don't. I don't even want nieces and nephews. Family is a weakness. Don't you agree? I like my niece and nephew. Why would you say that? Why is family a weakness? If you have to ask, it's clear you don't belong with me. Enjoy finding out why Huntress wants kids, though. Seriously, enjoy learning all about that. Forest friend, is that blood on your mask, or are you just happy to see me? I'm so happy you chose to come with me. Not that everyone else isn't cool in their own way, it's just that I'm sort of the best. Plus, I can pick you up. Yes! Scoop me, mommy. She scoops you up onto her back and gives you a fun little run around the woods, just to show you how easy it is for her. I love her. Damn, that's hot. Honestly, though. You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix this sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny bush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you have arrived. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willingly, with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking your head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh. Is it just me or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. I feel like I played this like in the demo. This is like very familiar. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like this. I could certainly learn to like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you'd like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine, stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Dino? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it. But before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in, she would crush me. Ah! Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you in Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? I don't know what a shashka is. Is that... Hold on. Ah, it's a sword. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop up a sword. Hell yeah, let's go. Leave it to crabs to ruin a romantic one. It's always crabs. You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that. Hey, yeah, I'm very smart. I looked it up. Oh, she loved it. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away. Suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Hunter sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has this ponderous look on her face again. That was a good joke. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I know we talked about this a bit with Trapper, but he has a way of manipulating the situation when he's around. Now that we're alone, I think we should really dig in. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. Maybe one day. Yeah, with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering around the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. That's what that sounds like in my head. I don't know. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud, Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try to push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we are all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Ooh, a bottle. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Yas! Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woodswoman as she races by the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Better hold tight, spider monkey. Whee! Straight up would be me. Yeah. Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they are so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes, great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice flows through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. Ready? I didn't even get any instructions. Not bad. Oh god. Oh, not bad. I still got in there. Ooh. Yo, I got one perfect on the fast one. Tag. You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? You are so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Whoa, what if we let our pants down? I'm gonna go with like what? That's safer. Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark. But you feel like Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we are here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram all of them on screen at the same time again, so just believe me. They're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Fair. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest longshot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. No, poor Wraith. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, you know, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway, so I say we just do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo is gross. Yeah, no wonder you're the least favorite. I'm fine with just lettuce. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg, though. It has no nutritional value. Yeah, you're a pain in the ass, Wraith. Letting Wraith choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be sure shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Let's say the brush. Blah, 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 blah. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'll fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That would never have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. No. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no. Sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. That's a reference to The Thing, I believe. Bony appetite. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I'm gonna thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma. Involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Ooh, a lot of narrating. Hurt my throat. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. Thingamajig. You duck Yvette's way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's just your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right there, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Dino was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I will tell a story. I am a storytelling type. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. God, get out of here. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? I'm gonna do some action. Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested. They lean in. I'm all ears, and I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. Ew. You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off on the nearest rock before starting. Yeah, I'm a badass. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Suddenly, I hear the telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Hold up. Thought I smelled something acrid from Akron when I hopped off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. I get it from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard. This story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got in a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. It's soda, by the way. Come on! I gave up headlining at Coachella for this? Spirit laughs hysterically. Probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of storytelling. That sure was a kind of story, technically. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Let's hear from Wraith, because we haven't heard much from her. Not Wraith, Spirit, sorry. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Ugh. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chic farmhouse. Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose lilikoi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it ever had been before. And just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower. And every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly, even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are, out there all alone, I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone you know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of an episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Dino, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit counts, right? Kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in! What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Dino is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Yes. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Trapper, hello? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I mean, I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. I agree. I wouldn't have picked him anyway. Let's hang out. Let's give Wraith a chance. Let's see what he's working on. I'm curious. Wraith? I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. Wraith immediately turns and runs away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. He says, oh god, no. You catch up to Wraith and, as usual, he appears a little anxious. I'm gonna ask him what's wrong. I'm not gonna give him a massage. That's creepy. Hey, you seem a little off. What's wrong? Wraith stops and tries not to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You can tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's that big sigh again. Sorry, sometimes I get too in my head. You nod understandingly. Well, maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. Let's, we're just gonna throw a frisbee. We're not gonna get down and dirty in the sand. It's gross. We're on the beach. We could throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark and I don't really like sports. It's like you know nothing about him. Disappointing, Dino. But who knows? Maybe it will work. Wraith grabs the frisbee, looks at it like it's a moon rock or something, then tosses an absolute bullet right at you. You're so shocked at how absolutely sick that throw was, bro. This dude can really handle. In fact, you're so shocked you duck out of the way of the incoming disc instead of catching it. I thought you weren't good at this. Oh, well, it's really just the Bernoulli principle. The gyroscopic inertia of a spinning disc. He talks at you for about 5 minutes about running out of steam, before running out of steam and realizing you haven't walked off like any normal, sane person would have. Want to throw the frisbee back? I guess so. Suddenly nervous, you clutch the frisbee in completely the wrong way and chuck it at Wraith's direction. I'm just picturing it going, yeah. Except it lands about 20 feet away from him, near the ocean. Wraith smiles a knowing smile. Did you let me beat you? No, I would never lie to you. You can always trust me. Wraith looks like he might cry. He smiles and nods like that gif of Robert Redford that isn't Zach Galifianakis. You know the one. I do know the one, actually. Wraith turns to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but guess it's over. I don't understand. Why is it? You strange, beautiful weirdo. He is very weird. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Ugh. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. It's hard on the vocal cords. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. That's it, there's only 4. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Dino chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I really prefer to just tell Dino privately. I don't really know how it's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Dino? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht, Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start prepping because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. I mean, yeah. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Dino, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. At least he's being, like, honest. You know, he's, like, straight up, like... But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Wait, what? We already went through her thing. That's weird. Wonder why it, like, did her again. I don't know. Game glitch. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. Now, no reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on. The signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings! Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see it coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So, which sociopath are you eliminating? Why is Trickster not an option? Because, like... I'm gonna pick Wraith. Ugly crybaby. I mean, he was very funny. He would be an ugly cry. It's very mean, but also... He has been a whiny baby. But also, like, Spirit doesn't want to do anything. She's kind of... But she has been jilted in the past before. Stop crying so much. I don't stare at you cry. Everyone's an ugly crier in my opinion, actually. I don't think I've ever seen anyone cry pretty. I don't think they exist. Don't make me fight you IRL. You have to, yeah, see? Red gets it. Everyone's an ugly crier. Pretty crying doesn't exist. It's gross and your nose gets all stopped up and you get all puffy. No. Oh man, I don't know if you guys heard my stomach growl, but it did. That was loud. Okay, I am leaning towards Wraith or Spirit. Because yeah, Trapper might literally just kill us outright, just take us out. Hunters we like. Obviously that's what we're going for. We haven't spent a ton of time with Wraith or Spirit. But I'm curious about what Wraith is like doing. So maybe we should pick Spirit. She's gonna be pissed. After everything the Spirit has been through, she has to endure being... Oh no. That's what I was worried about. She's already been like rejected. Okay. As far as I can tell, everyone here has done terrible, terrible things. Trapper, Huntress, Wraith, you're killers. Sure, you're each quirky or cute in your own way, but that doesn't change the fact that you kill. You've killed in the past, you'll almost certainly kill again. I get that. I can work with that. But you, Spirit, I don't know what the hell your deal is. You don't seem to deserve to be here, at least not on the outside. So what's on the inside? I'm truly afraid to find out, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Were you talking to me? Sorry, my mind was wandering. Has anybody seen where I left my sunglasses? I was just saying that I'm eliminating you from the competition, which I just am sort of putting together is a competition. Oh, really? Okay. So nobody has seen my sunglasses? I swear I'm gonna just embrace the grandma life and get one of those bands that connects around your neck so you can't lose your glasses when you take them off. They just hang on your chest. What do you call those things? I think you just call it an eyeglasses strap, or maybe an eyewear retainer, or... You're sure you're okay with this? I thought you might get upset. Nah, I couldn't care less. If anybody needs me, I'll be, I don't know, wherever the hell I want to be. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Dino when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh god, a trickster body pillow. Their own, mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Yeah, mostly new body pillow is a rough thing to say. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Dino. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. I don't think she cares. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. I can't help it if I have thick arms and legs that go until they stop. I knew we had a connection from the moment I saw them through my mask. You can never be sure what's going on in the newcomer's mind, but I like my odds for tomorrow. It's so fun hunting for love and not for food or vengeance for a change. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Dino, sorry, I forgot. I am focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Dino's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Dino's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Spirit? You gonna say anything? No? You're just going to clean your katana and silently stare out ahead into the medium distance like that all night? Look, the katana is clean. I mean, not really. It's completely destroyed and held together by ancient magic, but it's not getting any cleaner, that's for damn sure. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. NGL, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your new favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost... Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Dino. You too, narrator. Ugh. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes. Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No. No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Spirit get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've ever felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweaty, sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase her from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. 2 days in paradise, yay. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Yay, made it through another day. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which it's sort of okay with. Just cuddling a very vicious crab. It's fine. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Dino. It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say anymore. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a little figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not. But too bad, we're on a schedule. I mean, we all know who I'm picking. You make your way back to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Dino, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Got an ouchie. Oh, look at the pretty flowers! Beautiful! You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry, you've got other things to think about right now. Dino, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Obviously, we're going with Huntress. Obviously. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her caftan dress revels behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress, probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. I mean... And she just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. Yeah. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter too. Well, you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love. Wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But go! Have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm, salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves, this is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey cuties! Ah, Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky Ocean always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You're sure you're okay here on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And Trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than 2 of them? You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver. Hold the orange juice. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood. You hand Dwight a piece of paper with the song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon, the haunting melody of Huntress's mother's lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. Not my vodka flute. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Hunter squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives! Get back here! He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out farther. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the caw of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. It's just a little something, a gift. It didn't cost me anything because I made it myself. Oh my, is it something shiny? No, silly. Shiny things aren't made. They're stolen, duh. This is handcrafted. I saw you admiring my mask and figured, here you go. We got a bunny mask too. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. 1 has become 2. Rabbits be multiplying even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. I love how that like was still under like her name, so it's like she says that she's doing it. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. A narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Ah, alone in the cabin. What to do? What to do? I don't know if we should do anything. I mean, freaking out would be a bad time. But I feel like if we tidy up, she's gonna be like mad about it. Clean up, everybody do your share. You half expect a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting in and help you, but they don't, because this isn't some fantasy. This is gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the adorable birds and cute little mice. So you putt around the room by yourself, organizing Huntress's various trinket collections. Old bottles over here, discarded vintage doll parts over there, various keys that don't open anything in particular. Doesn't she have a drawer filled with these? Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace. For no reason. No reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that could go down on such a blanket. What's that in her strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratched up shoulders. I thought we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember how we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like a little idiot. Like a little idiot. That's rude, but okay. Well, I now know there's something up. The other night, while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the other killers' lairs and saw them with shiny object that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to go back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the objects up. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Hell yes. I just kind of want to vibe. Hell yes, I will. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Huntress by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on your way out the door. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. Not Popeye. Oh my god. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? I don't like the Wraith's cosmic dump. Like, let's go to the Trickster's stage, because he's been very annoying. You arrive at Trickster's stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here, the beers that sloshed over red solo cups, mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show, lifelong friendships that actually only lasted for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic, but like music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams is very been there, done that. Hey, don't talk to Trickster like that. How do you know about my samples? Somebody's obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress's shiny mysterious object is, or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Damn, where did I get the balls? You know? Way too harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it because it's my commentary on a shallow society and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that away. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was, wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I'd swoon, but it just wouldn't be believable. Find me my shiny thing, champion. Shiny thing, okay. Ooh. Okay, that counted. Ooh. Oh boy. Nice. Oh. Got it. Got it. Oh god, it's faster. Oh, way too, wow, I missed completely. That was bad. But I did it. I mean, all of them except for the one. Your ability to find unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fell them so their meat doesn't spoil. That's what I meant, yeah. Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin. There are 4 killers who have stolen from the Huntress. All right. You can avoid going to a trickster stage a second time, which is good because the whole mood there is just off. Which one we investigate? Let's go to Spirit's Lighthouse. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there? It's pretty great, right? Finally a good chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Get that damn shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and it runs down out of your ears already. Yeah, I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So, shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark that you can barely see the step in front of you. But that's okay, because you've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, down, down as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this whole being dead thing. Did you totally get sadder the closer you got to the top of the tower? That was me, baby. I've got to share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. You're probably here for one of your precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find the shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. The treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. Okay. And bow. Not bad. Ooh. Oh, I got that completely off. I got most of them. Yes! You're really going on a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I notice, right? I can see a raccoon lick itself from 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off for me. Hey, little shark. Is that a little bottle cap opener? Shiny thing, get! You found a bottle opener? Really? This is the fancy item? Whatever. You're a real team player. Hey. No. Stop. Spirit doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be fine if you just peace out. Spirit is a mood, for sure. Okay. You can check off the black lighthouse because you searched already. Yep. Let's go to Wraith's Cosmic Dump. When you arrive at Wraith's Oddball Hangout Zone, you immediately understand why they call it the Cosmic Dump. They being me, obvs. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this place. Also, it's a damned mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel that you're part of something much, much larger. I'm going to go hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know it when you see it because it's extremely shiny. Ah! How long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon. I think. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. You stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a strange subject change, but sure. It's Wraith we're dealing with here after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. Oh, yeah. Holy smokes! Is that... Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? The IP Island, where all the coolest killers from the intellectual properties that we're legally obliged not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls? That's not even all. Zoom in. Over there. Ah! Is that Ghostface? I said not to name them. Aw, jeez. Now I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry, he just kind of popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on here. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers. But, also occasionally losing said answers. Yeah, that's right. The thing you're looking for, I can't actually find it, so good luck, I guess? Oh, good, a minigame. Haven't seen one of those before in the past 10 seconds. Oh, right. Whoop. I'm not doing as good in this one. That was the worst one I had, but I did enough. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. You found it! So shiny! I knew I could count on you, Dino. And that's saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. Yay! It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but a lady like Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress with glasses. Would she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not just some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I just subscribed to highlights. Okay. Search that. Already covered. Yep. Now we only have to go to Trapper's Cave. There are two ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, you know, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. I guess you're going to wing it. Which will you choose? We're gonna go through the underground tunnel. Underground, huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. And nobody will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not going to die, are you? Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However you manage to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare, or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not afraid at all? At all afraid? Who, me? Nah. I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp, and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own, which is good because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery-looking passageway ahead. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of our way or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. You're wasting your time. You'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame. What? A minigame? How unexpected. How playful. How about you play it right now? Find Huntress' lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes. You're on the hunt now. I like how very aware this game is of itself. It's pretty good. You did it! You found my lost shiny object. We had a hardcore minigamer. I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and he's still over in that shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Dino, let's hurry to the next place. A pen! You found Huntress' shiny thing, and, well, I think it's just a regular old pen, but we don't need to point it out. She's happy, and isn't that all that matters? Yes. Phew, that was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers are taking their heartbreak in stride. More or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser-known haunts. Haha! Boom. Still got it. We make a pretty good team, you and I. What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we head back inside to appreciate it. And you collect a certain other special gift I've been meaning to give you. A special gift? Is it shiny? I suppose it could beat if you oil it up enough. I'm going to be ill. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit, deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it managed to be a little bit terrifying, but also a little romantic. But you barely even notice. You've got other things on your mind. Oh. Ah. Ma'am. You're practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Mine's elsewhere. Neither of you realized that the door was wide open already. See, you were incredible. Every time you found one of the objects, my heart beat faster and faster. Your nimble hands, is there anything they can't find? The fireplace is crackling, your heart is pounding. The smell of cinnamon is in the air. But wait, who is that? Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back on. My darling, uh-oh. Good lord. Yeah, did you see her? An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you, and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old, unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out, I don't know how to say that in Russian, but who is this? When did I add? I don't know. Oxiet to my vocabulary. This island is really doing things to me. You don't know who I am? What? You expected that my elk wounds would carry over to my ghostly form? The gods have smiled on me and cleaned me up. She must be in a decent mood if she's ignoring the fact that you're dropping ox bombs all over the place. Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, Mama. Claudette and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. But you were expecting this to date, including meeting her mom. What? Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mama coming to interrupt your date? Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors. It skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is alright. I was kind of hoping to bang. Say of course. Of course it's okay. I give great parent. What? Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. It's just not the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here now. I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mother is the only person, most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea. Did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand, and as you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of a young Huntress in black and white holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eyed stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is likely some sort of hellmouth. Look, that's not official lore. I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was skewered by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my... That means bunny. But you guessed that already, didn't you? Or by now you've got your translator app ready. Well, we did talk about the family. All that's on my mind is family. To forge our own forest dwelling with a brood of half a dozen at least. Hunting side by side forever. Mama Huntress smiles at you. She reaches into her bloodied cloak and pulls out a handkerchief with a flower on it. For you. The one worthy of my Anna. Use it to clean your hatchet of viscera. Aw. You take the handkerchief. It's soft and smells of spices. I'll take good care of this. You point to Huntress. Her, on the other hand, she can take care of herself. Huntress is ecstatic. You've won over Mama. No easy task. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I don't want to get into the logic of this, but yeah, the black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. It was Spirit who brought you back? I'll have to thank her. Huntress's mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at 6 years old, lying over her mother's dead body. I'm keeping my good eye on you. If you break her heart, I will send Baba Yaga after you. You try to chuckle good-naturedly, but you should really be afraid. Baba Yaga is no joke. We play shuffleboard every Thursday, and she's absolutely ferocious on the court. Bye, safe journey home to the realm of the spirits. Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in, never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambiance? You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I've really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. I think I'm about to be sacrificed. I think straight up I'm about to be sacrificed. Time? Time for... Oh, my. Okay. Okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that! Yes, of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name. And you're a beautiful person, Anna. Dino, do you know what I'd like to do right now? With you, beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than I ever have before. And there's nothing I'd rather do right now than she's straight up gonna stab me. She's straight up gonna stab me. She averts her eyes. Does she mean what you think she means? Nope, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools with you. Oh, well. I think I have to. I think I have to do it. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We were being forced to help you. Ah, I can't hear you, hun, on account of the congealing blood in your mouth. Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beachwear and into something a little less... there. Thought you'd never ask. Once inside the cabin, Huntress strips off her caftan, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment. It's a strange new place. You kiss. And yes, if you were wondering, it looks like she's gonna keep the bunny mask on for this sexy time. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger maulings? Love it. Dudes crushing other dudes in car crushers? Gotta have it. But hanky-panky? That I can't handle. I'll leave you horny kids to it. Ah, Junamore. Que c'est beau. Yeah. No idea. What? Just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French. It's a thing. Look it up. Am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you time alone in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine. We'll get back to it. Post. Doing it. You and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. To go because I'm an old lady. Love the stream. Yay, I'm glad you got to witness us obtaining the muscle mommy. Very funny. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a lovely night. Then you realize that's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. Yeah, gross. That was incredible. You're telling me. The door to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god, a severed arm claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No! We've walked right into a scene from a horror film! As soon as people have sex, they die! Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was that in bed with you guys? The wriggling torsos of Dwight and Claudette follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly the pieces of their bodies start to put themselves back together. No way! WTF indeed, my friend. You thought that this island would let us die permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we have to get to the final scene. I mean, decision. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange, wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward wraith. No threats of imminent violence from Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The island noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees, the grass rustles in the light breeze, and oh look! The other killers are all here at the fire pit to watch the finale ceremony. I can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstance is agonizing. You're telling me? Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so, Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. She steps towards you. My dear, I think that this is true love. Come with me to the Red Forest. Let's hunt the woods together and have a family bursting with babies. We'll raise them as fierce warriors who can defend their family and home. In just a matter of days, you've gone from being completely alone to being the start of a clan of warriors. I did not see that coming. Wraith starts to slow clap. No one joins in. Typical. Whatever. Love is a concept made up by the greeting card industry. I'm out of here. Spirit floats back to her black lighthouse. Look behind you. It's Trapper. Huntress, you bested me. He turns to you and offers his leathery hand for a handshake. Congratulations, Dino. I don't shake hands with losers. Damn. Trapper's eyebrows shoot up. And then he smiles. Did not see that one coming. You're alright, kid. I mean, I hate you. Completely. I want to kill you. Mercilessly. But you're alright. But wait, you haven't said anything to Huntress. Laugh in her face? That would just get me killed. And I love you too! Yes, let's move to the Red Forest immediately. Is 12 kids too many? Maybe in this economy, but who cares? Your heart is overflowing with joy as you and Huntress embrace. Is this what you've been missing your whole life? A woman with shoulders the size of mountains who won't take off her bunny mask even during intimate times? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You stare into the sunset and picture your life together. Happiness is real. Ma'am. Oh my. Huntress lifts her mask and you finally lay eyes on your breathtaking natural beauty. You know, the cabin I grew up in doesn't have the amenities that my luxurious new beach house has. I'm used to living as a beast, bathing in the river, running wild through the bushes. While telling you this, Huntress... Oh, wait, oh, I'm still reading in her voice. While telling you this, Huntress has left her bathing suit behind and entered into the jungle. You haven't lived until you've been one with nature. Rawr. No, not for me. You chase Huntress into the woods, leaving your own bathing suit behind. One down. It's daring me to go play the other killers. That's what that achievement was. Yeah. That ending image. Was not expecting that. But thank you? Man, if Bulba had just stuck around for, you know, like 3 more minutes. So we did it. We romanced the muscle mommy, and it was great. And the game was wildly funny. I was not expecting so much humor. Like, it had to be humorous because you know, the border of, you know, romancing actual murderers and stuff is like a little shaky, you know. So I'm glad they made it, you know, very funny, very ridiculous, very over the top, because it kind of has to be. So yeah, I am curious about, you know, the other killers and what like their stuff would be. I don't know if I'll play it again like right now or anything, but I'd be curious to play it again in the future. Doing all the voices was fun. I don't know if I kept it consistent at all, but I had a good time reading it because it was very funny, and I was really into it. I had a good time, so hopefully you guys did too, because it was very goofy and very over the top. The art was pretty good. Again, it's supposed to be like really ridiculous, but I enjoy that kind of stuff. Oh, Ellie's running around, but yeah, good game. Do recommend. Just a fun little, yeah, what do they call it? I don't know, it was some like string of words like dating sim, like an adventure challenge show, something or other. But very good. But now my throat is sore because I was reading the whole time. But yeah, good game. Do recommend. They did a good job. I don't remember when this one came out. I think this has been out for at least a year, maybe 2. And yeah, so I bought it when it first came out and I just haven't touched it because it just like didn't seem to like line up right with my schedule and what I was like interested in at the time. Because I have to be in the right mood to play dating sims or otome games and stuff like that. This is a very specific, you know, gameplay experience. But I think this was fun. I wouldn't be against trying another one on stream in the future. Maybe not this one, but it was just funny. It was very funny, and I wasn't sure how far they were gonna go. And they went pretty far. Obviously, they, you know, did the fade to black thing, which is totally okay. I didn't need to see anything. I didn't want to read that out either, personally, but I'm glad how they did it was good. So yeah, a very good game. Very, very nice. There was like only a couple glitches that I noticed. Where like the story was kind of like, wait, what? What just happened there? But nothing that like broke the game or anything. You wanna come talk to everybody? You come here? Come here. Come here, come mama. Oh. Oh, Ellie wants to say hello. Oh, yuck. It's a little pup. It's a little pup. I don't know if they like have the images that you earn, you know, as a section. Doesn't look like it does. But yeah, so that was Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I don't remember why they picked this. It was like one of their anniversary things, I think. They sent out a survey as like, what would you like to see from us next? We'll give you guys a gift if you pick one of these things. And obviously the dating sim won by a landslide. It wasn't even a competition with the other choices. I don't even remember the other choices. I just remember the dating sim being the thing because it's so funny. And I mean, everyone's a little curious, you know? Like, who wouldn't be? Why are you shaking? She's a little baby pup out. She's a little Ellie. You're saying hi to everybody. She's ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed. So yeah, so Hooked on You, I do recommend it. I don't remember how much it is on Steam currently. Because again, I bought it a hot minute ago. Let's actually see real quick. Also in theory, I say this very loosely, Dead by Daylight might be coming back to our channel. We're doing some testing on my PC and doing like an update and stuff, and it didn't explode. So fingers crossed we're able to play the Halloween event that just released today. I think it released today. And so keep your eye out for that. I don't know when we do it, probably next week sometime. But the dating sim is $10 right now. I think it was worth $10, especially since you can go through and do like the other killers. She's being a little needy. I love her. I love this little baby. So yeah, do recommend that. But yeah, so Dead by Daylight, hopefully we'll be able to bring back. I might do another couple tests so we don't like do the stuttering on stream again. And with every update, everything, you know, gets a little weird. It can always be iffy, but when I played it the other day, just doing some testing stuff, not fully streaming, it seemed to run better on my computer by itself. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Either way, tomorrow, I promise, this happens, I swear it happens every single time. We were going to do Fallout on the treadmill. Of course, that's when my period decided to start, so I won't be running anywhere. So that's cool, and I hate that. I know. It literally, every single time it comes up, something happens where I can't, or my body's like, no, or I'm out of town. It's like, it is actually very frustrating because I'm ready to get back into it. But my body is like, no, I don't think you will. So, I mean, we'll obviously see how I'm feeling tomorrow, but probably not. Realistically, probably not gonna be running anywhere. So I don't know what we're gonna do instead. Probably maybe we'll do like the Death's Door again, kind of supplement it, or play a spooky game. I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll just have to see how we're feeling that day, and I'll update the schedule once I know. Other than that, yeah, I'll be back on Sunday morning. We might play Frostpunk 2. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't know if I'm vibing with it as much as I was wanting to, so it might be one of those things where I have to give it a break, because I don't know if I'm having fun. and that's not fun to watch if I'm not having fun. So I might give that one a break on Sunday. We'll find some other simulation game to play. But either way, I have actually a great Friday coming up. We're going to a mothball. I'm super excited about that. Talked about that on Monday. So we're going to do that on Friday, and I'll be sure to post pictures. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go to bed, and so I can wake up early for work as always, and hopefully get some sleep before my body destroys me. So it's great. But thanks for hanging out and romancing some murderers with me. So that was fun, and it was a great time, and good game. Good game, everybody. All right, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Good night, everybody. Good night, Red. I hope everyone has a great rest of their evening, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for whatever we end up doing. All right, talk to you guys later. Good night. Goodbye.